all. Matter of fact, I look back and through it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cubone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back when I'm...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a first carry for their fullback. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. play action here on first down. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way, and then go for the big finish.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Pickett. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A first down carry here for Johnson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett will look to throw it here. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. They were already down 2 scores downs early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because
he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Pickett to throw on first down. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive, because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He's going to keep this again. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
On the move to his left. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Now Pickett.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
T. Higgins.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go now.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Hey, man.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Left side, got Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gano the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least in the field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Pickett. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Surprising face there, Parker. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point
position-wise way up. Not that time. Now they send a man in motion right. Now Pickett on 4th down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards.
I think this defense is still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And his pass incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Gano the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And some room to roll now. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his first rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. And we're 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. 19 right.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And some room to work. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ty Johnson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Man open, here is Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Back to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Devin Bush picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle.